A good market. A good market has desperate, impulsive buyers, people that want to buy right now. The reason that I mentioned this is because there are a lot of hot markets out there that are hot because there's a lot of people interested in it, but they're not buyers. There are markets where people do a lot of research, markets where, like I said, a lot of interest, where people are maybe even wanting to participate in a discussion group or something, but they're not impulsive buyers. What we want is, ideally, setting up a membership site, is a crowd of people that have that desperate, I gotta have this now. I need a solution, like right now. And that's just for a good market. We're not even talking about a great market yet. Other advertising outlets besides just pay-per-click. So, in other words, lots of other opportunities where we could advertise, like banners or something on a website that gets a lot of traffic. And that kind of setup, we're looking at paying for like 1,000 impressions or something like that. Fulfillment as an information-only product. That's kind of a no-brainer. With a good market, we need to be able to service our customers with an information-only product, not something physical that we absolutely have to ship out, not something that we have to buy and then resell. We want that the information, because the cost of reproduction of information is basically nothing. So when you can sell something over and over again and there is no cost to production, that's a win situation for us. Proven internet buyers, just people that are willing to pay money over the internet and to purchase what it is that you're selling. There are some situations that people are there's actually some niches where people just don't like to buy online. They prefer doing it in person or even over the phone, and that's not what we want. We want them right there to click the button, make the purchase, and all of that stuff be handled automatically. Now, this is a good market. When we find, we're discovering what niche we're going to get into with our membership site, and these criteria are for what I would call just a mediocre market, really. It is a good market, but for if there was something I absolutely loved and it fit these 4 things, I could go ahead and do it just because I happen to love that niche and I want to get involved in it, and I'll probably still make good money at it. But first time through this, folks, we want to make buku bucks so that we've got a nice cushion of residual income coming in. So we're looking for a great market. Now, let me show you what a great market has. A need for ongoing support. Ideally with we don't want a one-off wonder, right? Where the ebook that they get, or maybe even a series of 4 or 5 ebooks, is going to give them everything that they need to know. That's not what we want. We want something where there is a continual need for them to come and maybe learn more, or there's a service that they continually need, maybe updates, things like that, ongoing support, so that when they sign up, they're going to go through, and month after month, they're going to get a new additional benefit from us every single month. That way, we got some retention, right? For a good market, what we looked at previously, there might be an information product that I'm looking to create and sell, and that would be fine if I'm selling it as they pay one fee and I deliver that product to them. That's great. Good market is fine. But for a membership site, we want these criteria here because it's going to fit in with our model much better. No seasonal demand. That means it's evergreen. You definitely don't want to touch something, that has to do with Christmas or Easter or winter or summer. Because what happens? Well, you kick up a whole bunch of customers in the summer, and then as fall comes in, your membership starts trickling down, and then it gets lower and lower, and by the time you're through winter, there ain't nobody there hanging out no more, and your momentum is totally lost. So it's going to, good luck trying to get back up come spring and summer. You want something that is not contingent upon any kind of holidays or seasonal stuff. It needs to have a membership appeal. So in other words, some type of connection where people can feel that they are a part of something. And that's really, it's not that difficult to create that. It's kind of like, National Association of Photoshop Professionals. I love Photoshop, right? Just being a member of NAP, it has this appeal because there are a lot of little perks that you get. And being a Photoshop person, it just within that arena, there's something that comes along with that. You just want to do the same thing. But again, it's so easy to do. Hunting clubs, radio control airplane clubs, that kind of thing where there's like, I'm a member. You know what I mean? The yacht club, of course. Racquetball, all these things. I mentioned everything that I like. But any kind of membership appeal like that, you want to grab a hold of it because you're actually going to manipulate that. You're going to use that as a tool to keep people, your members, for a longer period of time. You use that membership appeal to make them hold on to their membership. And a great market has exactly what it takes to succeed. Bottom line, right there. These additional things that I have mentioned on top of a good market are what we need to make sure that our membership site is going to succeed. So we're looking for the qualifications of a great market. Now we're going to talk about the two markets, and this is kind of like a different, I'm not talking about the good and the great market. I'm talking about the two types of markets within a great market, okay? First, we have consumer markets. Diets, cleanses, the healthcare, finance, hobbies, that kind of stuff. With those, this is the things that, the consumer is going to utilize. We've got a lower typical value because a lot of this stuff is just, for fun. It's for hobbies and stuff I'm talking about, and things that people just like to get into as something personal. For that reason, lower typical customer value, $10 to $30 a month is what you're going to be able to charge for those kinds of memberships. Now, huge potential customer base because we're going to be able to reach, like everybody is going to be interested in something. So if we set up a membership site, it's going to appeal to a lot of people. And I do mean a whole lot of people. And especially you can find some membership sites, some niches. I'm not going to give away any secrets right now, but you can find some niches that will literally appeal to, just about everybody. The other type of market is a business or trade market. Here we're talking about basically making money. We're talking about advancing in your career or, being a better real estate agent, being a better internet marketer, learning how to trade on the Forex more effectively, learning how to be an internet marketer, learning beginner stuff. You can definitely do beginner stuff because you got people that don't know how to do, anything online. They want to learn how to do something online. Or it doesn't have to be an online deal. It can be learning how to do anything, but it's career improvement. Higher typical cost to the customer because we're talking about making more money. Anytime you make a career, advancement, you got to pay more because you're going to make more. So here we're looking at $30 to $100 a month typical membership fees for sites that have to do with, making more money. You can market high ticket items, expensive stuff, because when you're dealing with people that are talking about business, they're willing to pay more money, right? So if you've got, as a businessman, if somebody said they had a $1,000 product for me to buy that was going to make me an extra $1,000 the first month, and then after that, it was going to continue to make me $1,000 extra or save me $1,000 every month or whatever, I'm going to say, okay, $1,000, no problem, because, it's going to make me the money back. As a businessman, I'm willing to invest. So we can take those high dollar items and market to the people in our membership site and make, healthy commissions off of that. Not as many potential customers because it's business, right? It's people. Most people, the fact is, most people like to just, goof off or whatever. They're not really motivated to be an entrepreneur. You right now listening to me, you're in the minority. That's just a fact, because most people, what a lot of people like to do, they all say they want to make money, they want to have their own business, but what they mean, let me translate for you. What they mean is, I would like a turnkey solution that has zero effort and I make 10 grand a month. That's what they really mean. So since they're not really motivated to do what it takes to really create a business, that's the majority of people. So you are in a minority. Congratulations. That means, though, that you have fewer potential customers. You're going to make more per customer, but there are not as many of them out there. You will get better conversions, though, because, again, it's not a hobby, or it's not a, I'd like to this or that. It's business. It has to do with making money. There are two things. It's actually a phrase that these two things, it's not that I'm going to tell you to get into the how to make money niche or the diet niche, okay? But get the spirit of what this says. You can never be too rich or too thin. Now, all that this is really saying is that there are a couple of things that there's no end to. And if you can help somebody to do these things better, then that niche is going to be a successful niche for a membership site, because you're going to help, you're going to appeal to so many people, and it's going to be like an ongoing thing. If you did set up a How to Make Money membership site and you could actually help people to do it, then, they sign up, they're a member, they start making a little bit more money. You start putting together some other training for them. They're going to continue to get advice from you and to, just constantly be improving upon that. What we're going to do in the next video is start actually looking at how you can weed through all of the opportunities out there, all the potential, and select your target market for your very first membership site.